Hi everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and I'm going to show you today how I make these cute little post-it holders. So I've been making these for years, different ways. I've used my silhouette for them, I've used my Cricut, I've all kinds of things for all kinds of holidays. But when I saw this new Harvest Hellos bundle, I knew that I wanted to make Halloween post-it notes. It's just so cute and simple. I just love the stamps, the apple, the pumpkin, and then the punch that goes with it. Couldn't resist. So anyhow, let me go ahead and show you how I made these. The little pens I get in a pack. There's 12 in the pack, and I get them from Dollar Tree. You can pretty much get all the holidays. So anyway, I got those. We're going to be using today pumpkin pie cardstock. I'm going to use a scrap for my pumpkins. Let me go ahead and clear the stuff off real quick, and then I'll give you all the measurements. All right. So let me move my post-it note holders and my stamp set. All right. Alrighty. So I'm going to stamp first in pumpkin pie. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my pumpkin. So we're going to be using pumpkin pie. I used garden green ink for the pumpkin leaf. So now I cut all these out on my brother's Scan and Cut. So I just went ahead and I stamped a bunch of them and then put it on the Scan and Cut to cut out, because this punch cuts out the leaf for the apple that's in the stamp set, but it doesn't cut out the leaf for the pumpkin. And that's okay. I've got other ways to do it. But I used the garden green for that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my pumpkin pie and stamp my pumpkin. All right, I am going to take my Memento Tuxedo black ink and I'm going to stamp the jack-o'-lantern face. And you don't have to use the face if you don't want to, but I wanted them to be Halloween post-it note holders. So just so you guys know, for all of my October customers that come to coffee cards, when I see you, and such, my knitting crochet group, I gave them to them last week. Everybody is getting a one of the cute little post-it note holders. So I've been busy making those. So again, if you're one of my October customers, you will get one as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open my punch, and I love that our punches fold flat. And I'm going to go ahead and punch my pumpkin. Okay, so that part's done. I'm going to use a scrap of Early Espresso to punch my stem. And I'm just going to slide it into the punch and just punch out the piece I need. All right, and then like I said, I used the garden green with garden green ink to do my little leaf. So let me pull one of those out of there, because we will put it on our pumpkin. All right, so I have that done. We're also going to use the phrase, "Hey there, pumpkin." Okay, and I stamped that in pumpkin pie on just a little scrap of Very Vanilla, and that's going to be our little tag. So let's go ahead and get these stamps out of the way and show you how I put the post-it note holder together. Show you the rest of my supplies. All right. So we're using a piece of pumpkin pie, and this is what your post-it note holder is actually going to be made out of. And this is cut 7 3/8 by 3 1/4. All right, and we're going to go ahead and score that. So let me go ahead and get my scoring tool. We're going to score that at 3 1/8. Oh. Okay, 3 1/2, and 3 7/8, and all these measurements will be down at the bottom. Okay, so that's it. So you could go ahead and take a piece of 8 1/2 by 11, do your scoring, and then cut 3 out of it right away. And so you can get 3 of those out of one piece of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fold mine at the center score line, all right, which is your 3 1/2, and you're going to see that this side is smaller than this side. When it is like this, with this side smaller on top. I turn it sideways and I cut a little notch to the score line. Okay, and that's going to be my little pen holder. It's really important that you get a really good seal. So I'm going to use my tear and tape. We're going to fold in at the score line here and out here for the pen holder, just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some tear and tape on, and we're going to put the tear and tape on right here, right up against that last score line. Again, I will have the measurements for this below, along with all of the products that I used and supplies. So if you'd like to purchase those, I would love it if you would go to my Randy Collins, that's stampinup.net shopping page. All right, so I've taken off my tear and tape. All right, I'm now, can you see that in the camera, I hope? I'm now going to go ahead and just adhere that little section down, and I'm really going to burnish it well with my fingers. All right, so there we go. That is the base of our Post-it note holder. All right, let me grab a pen. I'm going to use the little googly eyeball one. And I like to get the pens that have the little clip, and then see it stays right there. All right, so now let's go ahead and decorate it. I have cut basic black cardstock 2 7/8 by 3, and I've cut our Halloween Bash Designer Series paper 2 3/4 by 2 7/8. Now you could use either side, but I'm going to use the side with the haunted houses because that worked really well with this. And we're going to go ahead and layer those together. Okay, for this we can go ahead and use our snail adhesive. All right. There we go with that. And with this, and I'll put this on here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my sticky notes in. I like to use a piece of tear and tape to make sure that the base of my sticky notes stays in my holder. And the good thing is, you know, when you run out of sticky notes, when you're done, you can just go ahead and glue a whole nother sticky notepad in there. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to use 2 strips so it doesn't fall out. And I'm going to get my little picking tool, my take your pick tool sitting here on my table. 2. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay this in the bottom like so, squish it down, and close it. All right, and there you go. And then it's great for someone to go ahead and put in their purse or their backpack or whatever they, you know, wherever they need one. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put our pumpkin together. So I was told by a friend of mine that is a gardener that the thicker part of the stem on a pumpkin is down and the thinner part is up. And an apple, it's the other direction. So I'm just going to lay my stem on the table like that. I'm going to grab a little bit of my liquid glue and just put on a dot. And you can see I have my little cup that I've cut and had my stems in. And I'm just going to put that on. All right, just like that. So there's my little stem. And we can put our leaf at the top. We can put it at the bottom. I'm going to use a little glue dot for that. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it. I'm probably going to put it at the top. I've been alternating. Some I have it at the top, some I have it at the bottom. All right, I'm going to put this one on just like that. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some of our dimensionals. And I'm going to put 3 on. I'm going to put 1 right there where that is attached. 1 at the bottom and 1 there. All right. Then I'm going to center my pumpkin. I'm going to center it kind of towards the top. And I'm going to put it right like that. All right. So now we have our Hey There Pumpkin phrase that we stamped on a little piece of Berry Vanilla. And this is a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm going to slide it into my tailored tag punch just so I can flag the end. You can use your tailored tag punch or your triple banner punch. Honestly, I keep my triple banner punch in my travel bag, so I always have it for classes, and I keep my tailored tag punch here by my desk. And this way, I always have it for home, because I seem to flag a lot of ends. So this way I have one in each place. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and pull off my dimensional stickies for my Hey There Pumpkin. And put that down there. And there you go. A great quick treat for a teacher, for a friend. Like I said, my crochet ladies and one of my crochet friends, as soon as I gave it to her, she needed to figure out measurements on something. She's like, hey, the pen works, because she used it right away. So it's just great to go ahead and keep handy when you're out and about. So again, thanks for watching. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love for you to shop with me. Again, it's randycollins.stampinup.net. Let me know if you need a catalog, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.